Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Donnie. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you too. I'm going to be doing a plan with me video today in my Erin Condren vertical neutral, and it is a life planner. I am delighted this week. I'm going to be using a kit from Nikki +3. This is a kit I picked up last year, almost a year ago. I hoard things there, I've admitted it, and I've hoarded this kit. Decided to use it for this week, the first week of spring, and my very first grandson's first birthday. That bow clip is from K&Co XOXO. I have palm clips that I've made, all with silver clips on them, and I'll figure out which ones to use when I get there. Sincerely D Designs. Those are flag overlays that I've printed and foiled on colored paper that I've made. These are all digitals. This is Print Petticoat Bandit digitals. That is a sheet of headers from Bling Bling Planner. I believe that was from one of her kits. These are just, I made them myself using my Silhouette Studio, but they're foiled in silver. Everything's going to be silver this week. And this is the kit. I'm so excited. It is, I believe it's a mini kit, and I had added on some extra half boxes there, as you can see, and then the date covers. There's 2 sets. Those are the 3 sheets that came with the kit. And since I don't have bottom washi in the kit, I'll be utilizing Simply Gilded washi tape. And I haven't done this in a long time. These are some Amazon foil and glitter tapes, and then these are the, well, another Amazon. These are the Simply Gilded tapes that I decided to use for the week. The pinks and purples, and then that one on the far right, the thin one, is the, I believe that's the Dalmatian. I guess they call that the Dalmatian Spotted Confetti Washi. I've pulled these 3 out because I'm going to make my bottom washi out of washi. That's where it originally came from. That's why we call it bottom washi. It's because we used to start this stuff with washi tape at the bottom, so it was the bottom washi. I've got that silver, that's the one from Amazon. The silver foil tape there. I'm going to put it in between like a sandwich. I'll put it in between the bottom purple, which is the 15mm, and then the top, the pink and silver, is a 10mm. I hope I get those right. I'm pretty sure I'm right on those. I have to say, I love the way the bottom washi turned out this week. I think that foil strip in the middle of the 2 bow washis just kind of melded it together like the center of an Oreo. Sorry, I just had to say it. Did you know Oreo was my first word? Yep. Oreo. Okay, there's the bottom washi. Now, I'm gonna, let me just say, there's a lot to choose from in the kit, and I wanted to utilize as much as I could. So I'm going to use the left side of the date covers, which are a blue background. I like that a whole lot. The date dots are from Paper Crown Planner, and they're a digital. The kit, of course, is not a digital. This is a bought kit. Nikki +3. I'm telling you, Nikki has some of the prettiest ideas, and she puts them together to make these brilliant, gorgeous kits. I have bought 3 or 4 of her kits in the past. I have not purchased one recently, and I go and I put it in my box, in my cart, and I want to buy it, and I'm thinking, I just can't spend that kind of money on that because I'm a digital. I do a lot of digital kits. And that's nothing against her shop at all, or anybody else's shop for that matter. If I had a shop, I would probably you know, expect the same prices that they do. But I can and have made my own kits, my own sticker sheets, as you see, out of digitals, as well as my own, just kind of that I've bought the materials for and digitally, and made my own kits. And I gotta tell you, there's a ton of work involved in that. A ton of just making the kit up, much less printing and cutting and selling it. So my hat is off to anybody who has their own Etsy shop or Shopify shop or whatever that makes and sells stickers, because that is a huge process. Okay, I have decided on my sidebar to put the big balloon on the sidebar. Tuesday is my grandson's birthday, and I don't think I've even written in that it is spring yet in this week's spread. But I'm pulling in some of the I'm trying to think if those are from the kit or not. The sidebar stickers I use, I believe they were extras, and I don't know what shop they were from. Probably a digital shop from an old kit. So I've added those, trying to decide, of course, decisions, trying to decide what I'm going to put on my grandson's birthday, which is Tuesday. And I want that sticker, I think, on his birthday. I think that's the one I chose. So I'm going to start putting the headers down. These are headers that I made myself. They're just silver, plain Jane, foiled silver. And I'm going to put those 3 little balloons with that wood background on Tuesday. Wednesday is the first day of spring, the 20th. He missed it by 1 day. That was his due date. And I've been on the phone. I'm so blessed. On the phone, I've been able to do the video chat, and I hope that when I see him next, he'll remember me. He seems to enjoy the video chats as much as I do, maybe. Well, I don't know. I think I enjoy them a whole lot more than he does. So this week I've decided I'm putting all the full boxes straight across the week, the top of the week there. Just going to use those boxes as they come and not try to scatter and not try to, I don't know, not try to make it anything but functional for me this week. I'm going to be writing a whole lot of stuff in it this week. I'm going to be pretty busy, and I just needed something simple to look at. And sometimes I just have to plan that way. If I know ahead of time it's going to be a busy week, I like to try to plan a simple format. So I would call this a pretty simple format. Next, I'm going to be working on a weekend banner. So this is where I'm going to pull in all these pretty washi tapes. I've decided to use the 10mm and then the skinny Dalmatian. I think that's Dalmatian. It could just be white with silver on it. I can't remember. I think it is white with silver, not the Dalmatian. Sorry about that, y'all. These are all Simply Gilded. And when I watched Amy over at Two Little Bow Babies, she pulls her washi tape out and puts them in order of the way she's going to lay it down on her weekend for the banner. And I liked that idea a whole lot. Now, you know me. If you've seen this before, seen me plan before, you know that I like choices. I love choices. So I pull everything out that I might possibly want to use. So that's why I pulled so much out and I only used just a few. So going through what I've got pulled, I've decided on the bow washi for the background. And then I come in with the foils and the glitter tapes, and I do those more for extra, just a second layer sometimes, something pretty that I want to make it look more festive or more, I don't know, spladow. These are the cheap ones from Amazon, the foil and the glitter. And for the price I paid, I'm going to tell you they added so much in the last year or so that I've had it. Well worth the money. Now some of them, like this one right here, for example, the skinny one, that pink, some of those foils don't stick as well, and it's still worth it to me because I go back with a glue stick and I can just tack it down and it stays. It's not that difficult to do, so it is worth it to me. You see me stick my hand up there. I pretend there's a header across the top, and kind of gives me an idea of, you know, what it's going to look like, what I still need to do to it. And this last piece here, I almost picked that foil, and then I decided, no, I'm going to go with the glitter. So I'm putting that glitter piece down right in the center. And then I will go from there. Yeah, I liked that. Next, I'm trying to decide on headers. I believe that's the next thing I'm going to do. Let's look and see. You would think I could remember. Yes, headers. I'm going to use the purple ones from the shop Bling Bling Planner. This is, I think, from one of her kits. It's a purple, and I had it sitting next to me on the desk to put away, and it like was perfect. And oh, I'm pulling the weekend banner out of the kit, and I wanted to put some blue into this because the spread has a lot of this pretty blue in it, and I love this color. So I decided to put a full strip all the way across under the headers, and eventually I do have to go back and glue all this back down with a glue stick, but it's well worth it because I think it looked really pretty. Okay, now back to the kit. I'm pulling the To Do stickers from the kit. They happen to match the date covers. The background does. And eventually I'm going to cover the middle and bottom rows of headers with confetti overlays that have been foiled in silver. That'll be toward the end of the spread. The kit came with 3 heart checklists, so I'm going to be using those. Again, I'm not a fan of aqua, so I chose not to use those, and instead I'm using the purple and the pink, and I'm gonna use, how do you call that, not stagger them, but you know, going back and forth, not straight across with one color. And then the kit came with 4 half boxes and then the additional 8 half boxes. And to me, that's like a plethora of boxes, and I'm so excited because I'm going to use them. They have similar designs to those that are in the full boxes. And so if you see me placing things like right now all over my hand or down on the page, I'm trying to keep in mind the designs and not get them too close to each other on the same page, you know what I mean? So the half boxes are going down slowly at this point. And please excuse my voice, it is pretty rough today. I keep trying to hydrate, but it's just not helping. Okay, I'm going to finish the whole bottom row of the half boxes. They are so pretty. The background is just, this is a delightful kit. I'm going to keep saying it because, as I said before, I've hoarded it, saved it. My grandson's birthday, that's when I pulled it out. I also had another one that I used for my own birthday last year while my husband was gone. And for those of you who aren't, you know, are new followers or you haven't heard the story yet, my grandson was not born yet. My eldest son and his wife both live in Houston. And at the time of the Hurricane Harvey that went through Houston and devastated so many families and property, my daughter-in-law was expecting my grandson and had just recently found out that she was expecting. So along comes all the rain. I am in the middle of having a surgery, and if you're interested in any of this stuff, it's back, you know, back along a year or so ago. And anyhow, their house is flooding. She's pregnant and having to be rescued. My son is a nurse, and he was called in, you know, all hands on deck. And so we couldn't leave, we couldn't go, we couldn't do anything. I'm having surgery, and it was, oh, anyway. So a year ago, my husband went, well, like December, January, went down to Houston and stayed there at their house, actually in their garage, camped out in their garage for 2 whole months while they began fixing the house and getting everything repaired. So during that time period, long story longer maybe, during that time period, I was here at home all by myself in the mountains of Tennessee, and I had bought Nikki's kits, and I had decided that I'm gonna treat myself. So for my birthday, that was when I used the first kit, and another week back then, I used another of her kits. And I gotta tell you, these little kits from Nikki have made me so ecstatically happy. They help me through the winter doldrums. They help me feel better and celebrate my birthday and my grandson's birthday. So thank you, Nikki, if you ever happen to see this. Okay, enough of that. I'm redoing my sidebar. As you can see, I've pulled up one of my stickers because I don't even write in my sidebar. So I've decided I'm going to decorate it this week. I've gone back and pulled these 3 flags from her kit, and then I'm adding the glitter washi tape, the thin one, the Amazon stuff. And as you can see, I've got stickers all over my fingers, not fingers all over my stickers, but that too. And I'm trying to figure out of this gorgeous deco how I'm gonna layer or lay these stickers. Those little swags with the doilies on them, brilliant, so cute, love it. So I'm just placing the rest of the little deco stickers that I've pulled, the little banners or flags down at the bottom, and it just turned out so cute. Now, lots of indecision, so I had to cut a big part of the video. I'm quickly going to go through here and lay down the foiled confetti header overlays that I have. I'm going to go all the way across and then back down the other side on those to-do headers. And I don't use to-dos and what's the other one? Today. I don't use those. At least not usually. But because I needed another header that matched the kit, I really wanted to use what came with the kit. Okay, this next part, my apologies, because it's going to be a little choppy. I chopped out all of my indecision, and so that chopped out a whole lot of time from the video. So I'm going to be doing overlays over the full boxes first. These are overlays from Sincerely D Designs, and then those little, the little bows and hearts I did myself, and then the little angle ones that is just like a L bracket, I made those too. Oh, and this one I did too. This is just a bow silhouette on those same little corners, just little corners. I don't even know what to call them. I made them, but I don't know what to call them. Back and forth with different elements that I've made. These are some of those pretty little flourishes that I found. If you look up free flourishes or whatever it is you're looking for, you can find all kinds of fun stuff to work with just off of Google. And that's what I did. And I foiled them in different sizes, as you'll see here in just a second. This is the smaller sheet. Some of the same things, the same elements, but smaller. So I'm putting those 2 of them in the shape of a backwards L with one in between, and it just makes a corner look pretty. Trying to decide what to put in the middle of that first box on Monday, and I dug everywhere. I knew I had something I could use, and I finally found it. I'm going to go back and use these little L brackets. I don't know what to call these. Corners. Just those little corners. And I finally found my sheet of bows. These are some of the very first bows I ever made. I foiled them in silver and gold. I think those were the first things I used. And they come in handy. I have quite a few of them still, and I made those when I first got my silhouette machine. I'm trying to decide if I can add anything to those 3 heart checklists. I was trying to see if I could add some foil to it, but I decided instead I'm going to use these little hearts from Print Petticoat Bandit. These again are a digital. She sells a lot of awesome stuff. If you are into doing a digital kit or even elements, check out her shop too. And Sincerely D Design, those I go to them frequently for my digital stuff. There's a Viv Wiggle, and sticking that back down. I did glue that down. But at the end of the video, after I place all of my icons that I have, this is just a laundry sticker. I've shown that in the past. I've had that for a long time. This is Roomba. Nope, not that one. That one is Change the Sheets. I thought that was my Roomba sticker. Monday I'm going to try to not only catch up on laundry, but that's the Roomba sticker. I think I'm going to go ahead and do everything on Monday. Yes. And that is trash day. I'm going to put that on Wednesday. I need to remember to write down that it's the first day of spring. My little church icon, again off of Google. And that says Sabbath. I go to church on Saturday. And then this is the, I think this was one I made a script sticker that says Tidy Living Room. I have lots of those left over because I don't use them, and I don't tidy the living room unless I'm gonna Roomba. So there's another wiggle. Now let's see which ones I actually end up using. I picked 5. That was kind of overload, but I couldn't decide. But I did only pick one of the bows, and that one again is from K&Co XOXO. I've had that and its matching TN bow for quite some time, and I just love them. Okay, which ones did I end up with? Any guesses? Got rid of the dark blue. Got rid of that one. I can't help it, y'all. Okay, those are the 2 I ended up with right there. I liked that blue quite a bit, and then I'm always a purple fan. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Here's the pin gem I chose. The pin gem, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm trying to remember where I pulled it out of my container, I think that's part of a collection, the City Lights collection. Is that what it was called? I'm not for sure. It's either that pin or it's one from Simply Gilded. And I get confused on those and I cannot remember. Anyway, here it is in all its loveliness. And I gotta say, this is like one of my favorite kits ever. Yes, and if I had to only pick my top 5 sticker stores, top 5, yes, Nikki +3, I would buy from her, definitely. Isn't it gorgeous? So happy birthday to my grandson. He's going to be a year old. I cannot believe that year went by so fast. I really appreciate y'all joining me for this Plan With Me video. I appreciate it when you join me for any of them. And I really love doing these. I hope y'all are enjoying it too. And I've been making more stickers this last week. I've decided I need more foil options for my overlays. So that's what I've been working on this next week, or will be working on this next week. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful spring. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.